Ferguslie Park. Today, a modern and thriving residential suburb of Paisley, offering individuals and families the ultimate in city living. With its ideal mix of housing, civic amenities and close proximity to Glasgow Spaceport. But life in Ferguslie was not always this way. Imagine, if you can, what life was like in days gone by. Imagine a time before everyone had their own gyrocopter, a time before household robots, a time, unbelievably, when every back garden did not have a jacuzzi. Well, today, thanks to science, we no longer need to imagine. Today, we can travel back in time, back to the beginning, with this. The Future Accurate Real-Time Elevation Engine, or FART for short, unfortunate name, but there you go, is here. This state-of-the-art machine can literally travel through time using advanced quantum mechanics. Today, we will journey back to the beginning, back through history to learn how Ferguslie became the Ferguslie we know today. This is a bit too far back, but through there you can see the very first cave association. Here we go! This is better. We are now on the timeline and can cruise forward to take in the sights of history. Watch out for the Romans! Hey, look! It's William Wallace! Okay. We are coming to our first stop, and this is really where modern Ferguslie's story begins. It's the end of the 18th century, and Ferguslie is a very different place, as we learn from Paisley's poet Robert Tannahill.
Sweet Ferguslie, hail, thou art the dear and sacred grove. Here nature first wakened me to rapture and love, where first my young muse spread her wing and taught me her beauties to sing.
Thank you, Robert. More about him later. Many people work as weavers, producing cloth at home on hand looms. But the world is changing fast, and so too is Ferguslie. The Industrial Revolution is underway. By the late 1880s, Paisley is a big player in the production of cloth and textiles, and the Paisley pattern is world famous. Huge factories at Ferguslie Mills and Ferguslie Threadworks employ thousands upon thousands of people, and work there continues right up and into the 20th century. The owners of these factories, the Coates family, became seriously wealthy and built the fabulous Ferguslie Park mansion. Yes sir, a real millionaire's playground right here in Ferguslie. The name Ferguslie Park actually comes from this mansion, which later became the Glen Coates Hospital in the 1930s. By the 1950s, weaving, engineering and other heavy industries are still going strong, and Ferguslie needs new housing. Once built, people and families flock into the area, and by the 1960s and early 70s, Ferguslie, like much of Scotland, is booming. New industries appear on the scene, like the Roots plant, later Chrysler, making the Hillman car right here on the edge of Ferguslie. Times were good, people had jobs, and the future looked bright. But it didn't last. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, things everywhere went into decline. Unemployment soared, and people began to leave Ferguslie to look for jobs elsewhere. Poverty affected many, and hopes began to fade. Something had to be done. In the mid-80s, people came together and a bold plan was hatched to reverse Ferguslie's decline. Regeneration was the order of the day, and in 1986 the Ferguslie Park Partnership, later Paisley Partnership, was set up to bring local people, business and government together to regenerate the area. Some of the partnership's main objectives were to create new housing, new amenities, new jobs, and at the centre of it all, a new building where the community could meet and which would stand as a symbol for Ferguslie's future. In 1995, that building, the Tannahill Centre, was officially opened. Named after Paisley's poet Robert Tannahill, the new centre was a state-of-the-art building of original design and boasted a new library, a health centre, a nursery, an arts project, community radio station, housing association, shops, cafe, community hall and places for people to meet. The Tannahill quickly became the new beating heart of Ferguslie and somewhere local people could socialise, gain access to services and meet to celebrate events like the Gala Day. Alongside the Tannahill Centre, other parts of Ferguslie also began to change. The old industrial areas began to transform and the Phoenix Retail and Business Park grew on the site of the old Chrysler car plant. This helped bring new jobs and new people back into the area. New housing projects built by both private and public developers like Ferguslie Park Housing Association and funded by Communities Scotland provided people and families with decent, affordable housing, whilst new public amenities like Ferguslie Park Sports Centre opened up recreational opportunities. But the story doesn't end here. Ferguslie Park's regeneration continues into the 21st century, managed by the Land Use Group, whose representatives include community reps, local councillors, Communities Scotland, Renfrewshire Council and Ferguslie Park Housing Association. The Land Use Group works hard to ensure that ideas for Ferguslie's regeneration become a reality. Ideas like the new community school, which is soon to be built. Ideas like the new stadium for St Mirren Football Club. Ideas for new housing developments. Ideas for new industries. Even an idea to create a community woodland and forest. And all of this has helped to create the Ferguslie Park we know today. Our journey through time is almost over as we arrive back in the present day. And today, Ferguslie is thriving once again thanks to the regeneration plan put in place all those years ago by bodies like the Land Use Group. Look down there and you'll see our new community school still going strong and producing the artists, scientists, engineers and astronauts vital to our economy. Or there, to the new industries around Glasgow Spaceport, providing jobs and security for our community. Or down there, to some of Scotland's finest and most sought after community housing. Or there, to a beautiful eco-forest, giving a part of Ferguslie back to nature and creating a green space that our poet Tannahill would surely have recognised. Or over there, to our new smash-shot Stadium of Light, home to 3 times European champions, St Mirren! And at the beating heart of it all, the Tannahill Centre, still standing as a symbol of hope for the future, a symbol that dreams can come true, a symbol of Ferguslie's regeneration.
Sweet Ferguslie, hail, thou art the dear and sacred grove. Here nature first wakened me to rapture and love, where first my young muse spread her wing and taught me her beauties to sing.